The unexpected alliance. In the cold, silent void of space, the Alliance ship Endeavour glided silently towards the red planet below. Captain Ilara Jansen, a seasoned veteran of humanity's interstellar fleet, stood at the helm, her gaze fixed on the screen showing Mars. The once barren world now buzzed with signs of life and civilization. The Alliance was on a mission to forge a new partnership with the alien faction known as the Turn, who had previously dismissed human efforts as insignificant. "Prepare for atmospheric entry," Ilara's voice rang out, commanding the crew. The ship's thrusters roared to life, easing the vessel into the planet's atmosphere. The Turn had scoffed at humanity's technological advancements, believing them to be primitive at best. Yet here they were, ready to prove their worth. The landing was smooth, and as the ship touched down, the crew's anticipation was palpable. The Turn delegation awaited them, their imposing figures casting long shadows in the harsh Martian light. Among them was High Commander Xalar, whose demeanor was as rigid as his armor. Xalar's expression was a mix of curiosity and disdain as he watched the humans disembark. "Welcome to Mars," Xalar intoned, his voice echoing with authority. "I am High Commander Xalar, representative of the Turn High Council. I trust your journey was adequate." Ilara stepped forward, her face set in a confident smile. "It was more than adequate. We're here to demonstrate our capabilities and discuss the terms of our alliance." Xalar's gaze narrowed slightly. "I hope your demonstration is as impressive as your arrival." The humans in turn proceeded towards the central command center, an imposing structure surrounded by layers of defensive fortifications. The base, known as Mara Victrix, was a marvel of human engineering. From a distance, it resembled a sprawling city, but as they drew closer, the true nature of the base became evident. It was a fortified stronghold, meticulously designed for both defense and functionality. As they entered Mara Victrix, the Turn delegation was led through the various sections of the base. They observed the extensive airfields, the massive barracks, and the intricate network of defensive towers. The base's design was not only strategic but also symbolic, reflecting humanity's resilience and determination to defend their territories. Xalar's skepticism began to waver as he witnessed the sheer scale and sophistication of the human military apparatus. He had expected to find weaknesses, but instead, he saw a well-oiled machine capable of defending against the most formidable threats. "Impressive," Xalar admitted begrudgingly. "Your base is indeed a formidable sight." Ilara nodded, sensing a shift in the Turn's attitude. "This is just a glimpse of what humanity has to offer. We're eager to demonstrate our full capabilities and discuss how we can support each other." The tour concluded with a display of human military prowess, showcasing advanced weaponry and strategic simulations. The Turn were given a chance to experience firsthand the efficiency and power of human technology. By the end of the day, the initial mockery and disdain had been replaced with a grudging respect. As night fell over Mars, Ilara and Xalar stood on a balcony overlooking the base. The red planet's surface shimmered under the light of distant stars. It was a moment of quiet reflection for both leaders. "This is only the beginning," Ilara said, her voice steady. "The true measure of our alliance will be in how we support each other in times of need." Xalar nodded, a newfound appreciation in his eyes. "Indeed, I look forward to seeing how our cooperation unfolds." With that, the first day of the Human-Turn Alliance concluded. The journey from mockery to shock had just begun, and both sides were ready to explore the possibilities that lay ahead. The first test. The morning sun cast a golden hue over the Martian landscape as the Human and Turn delegations gathered for the next phase of their cooperation. High Commander Xalar's demeanor had softened, though he remained cautious. Today's agenda was to demonstrate the practical application of human technology and tactics in a simulated conflict scenario. Ilara Jansen stood with her team in the central command room of Mara Victrix, her expression focused. The room buzzed with activity as screens flickered to life, displaying real-time data and strategic maps. The Turn delegation was present, their eyes wide with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Today's simulation will test our ability to respond to a coordinated attack, Ilara announced, her voice firm. We'll show you how we prepare for and manage such situations. Zeller nodded, his gaze fixed on the displays. I am interested to see how you handle this. We have faced many threats, but I am eager to understand your approach. The simulation began, and the room filled with the sounds of rapid data processing and tactical commands. The scenario involved a surprise assault on a vital outpost, and the human team had to respond swiftly to protect their assets. The turn watched as the human military personnel coordinated their efforts, deploying drones, launching defensive measures, and executing strategic maneuvers. As the simulation progressed, it became clear that the humans were not only organized, but also incredibly resourceful. They adapted quickly to the changing conditions, showcasing their ability to think on their feet and execute complex operations with precision. The turn observed the effectiveness of human tactics, noting the speed and efficiency with which the team responded to the simulated threat. This is quite impressive, Zeller admitted, his voice tinged with respect. Your ability to adapt and manage the situation is commendable. Ilara smiled, sensing the shift in Zeller's attitude. Thank you. We've invested a lot in developing our strategies and technologies to ensure we're always prepared. The simulation ended, and the room erupted in applause. The turn delegation was visibly impressed, and their skepticism had been replaced by a newfound appreciation for human capabilities. Ilara and her team had successfully demonstrated their readiness and effectiveness, further solidifying their position as valuable allies. Following the simulation, the delegations gathered for a debriefing session. Zeller took the opportunity to ask questions and discuss the intricacies of human military strategies. The exchange of knowledge was invaluable, providing both sides with a deeper understanding of each other's strengths and approaches. As the day drew to a close, Zeller and Ilara stood together on the observation deck overlooking Mars. The red planet's surface was bathed in the soft light of the setting sun, casting a serene glow over the base. I must admit, I was not expecting such a demonstration of capability, Zeller said, his tone sincere. You have proven that humanity's potential is not to be underestimated. Ilara nodded, her expression resolute. We're just getting started. There's much more we can achieve together if we continue to build on this foundation. Zeller extended his hand, a gesture of mutual respect. I look forward to exploring the full extent of our cooperation. Together, we can accomplish great things. The handshake marked a significant milestone in the alliance between humans and Turn. The initial mockery and skepticism had been replaced by a solid foundation of respect and shared goals. As both sides prepared for the next phase of their collaboration, the promise of a strong and effective partnership loomed on the horizon. The hidden threat. Days turned into weeks as the alliance between humans and Turn deepened. The base of Mara Victrix became a hub of collaborative efforts, with joint exercises and meetings held regularly. The initial skepticism had given way to mutual respect, and both sides were eager to explore the benefits of their new partnership. One crisp Martian morning, the calm of the base was shattered by an urgent alert. A small, unidentified spacecraft had been detected approaching Mars at high speed. The vessel's origin and intentions were unknown, raising immediate concerns among both the human and Turn officials. Captain Ilara Jansen and High Commander Xalark convened in the command center, their faces grim. The situation was critical, and the need for a coordinated response was apparent. This is not a drill, Ilara said, her voice steady. We need to determine if this is a threat and how to address it. Zeller's expression was serious. Agreed. We must be prepared for anything. I suggest we deploy a reconnaissance team to investigate the spacecraft and assess its capabilities. The reconnaissance team, composed of both human and Turn operatives, launched from Mara Victrix in a specialized shuttle. Their mission was to intercept and examine the mysterious spacecraft before it could reach the planet's surface. As they approached the vessel, The crew could see that it was a sleek, high-tech design, unlike anything they had encountered before. The shuttle's sensors picked up several anomalies, indicating that the spacecraft was heavily shielded and armed. The team carefully maneuvered around the vessel, attempting to make contact. "This is Shuttle 1 to unidentified spacecraft." Ilara's voice crackled over the comms. "Please identify yourself and state your intentions." There was no immediate response, only static. The team continued their approach, their tension palpable. Suddenly, the spacecraft's shields flickered, and a burst of static noise filled the comms. The shuttle's sensors detected multiple energy signatures, suggesting that the vessel was preparing for an offensive maneuver. "This could be a trap," Zaylor said, his tone tense. "We need to be ready for a possible engagement." The shuttle maneuvered into a defensive position as the spacecraft's weapon systems powered up. The situation was escalating quickly, and it was clear that the unidentified vessel posed a serious threat. Without warning, the spacecraft fired a salvo of energy blasts, targeting the shuttle. The reconnaissance team responded swiftly, activating their defensive countermeasures and returning fire. The battle was fierce, with both sides exchanging blows in the cold vacuum of space. Despite the intensity of the conflict, the human and Turn team worked seamlessly together, their training and coordination proving invaluable. The Turn's advanced technology complemented the humans' tactical expertise, creating a formidable defense against the attacker. The battle raged on, but the joint forces gradually gained the upper hand. The unidentified spacecraft's shields faltered, and its weapons systems were disabled. The crew managed to disable the vessel's propulsion systems, forcing it into a controlled drift. With the immediate threat neutralized, the shuttle team boarded the disabled spacecraft. Inside, they discovered that it was a rogue vessel belonging to a group of interstellar pirates known for their disruptive activities. The pirates had been attempting to infiltrate Mars and gather intelligence on the newly formed alliance. Back at Mara Victrix, Ilara and Salar awaited the team's return, their concern evident. When the shuttle finally landed, the reconnaissance team provided a detailed report of the encounter and their findings. "It seems we faced a significant threat," Ilara said, her voice tinged with relief. "But we've managed to prevent any immediate danger." Zaylor nodded, his expression thoughtful. "This incident has proven the effectiveness of our combined forces. Our alliance is stronger than ever, and we must remain vigilant against potential threats." As the day drew to a close, Ilara and Salar reflected on the events. The hidden threat had tested their partnership in ways they had not anticipated, but it had also highlighted the strength and resilience of their alliance. "We've faced our first true test," Zaylor said, his tone resolute, "and we've come through it successfully. This is a testament to what we can achieve together." Ilara agreed, her expression determined. "Indeed, this is just the beginning. As we continue to strengthen our alliance, we'll be better prepared for any challenges that come our way." The incident had solidified the bond between the human and Turn forces, proving that their collaboration was not only beneficial but also crucial for their mutual security. As they looked to the future, both sides were committed to building on their newfound partnership and facing whatever challenges lay ahead. The alliance tested. With the immediate threat of the pirate attack behind them, the human-Turn alliance entered a new phase of cooperation. The incident had demonstrated the effectiveness of their joint operations and strengthened their resolve to work together. However, the tensions that followed were not merely confined to external threats. One evening, as a delegation of Turn diplomats and human military leaders convened for a strategic meeting, a new challenge emerged. Reports had surfaced of unrest among the human colonies on Mars, spurred by growing discontent and suspicions about the Turn presence. The colony leaders were concerned about potential infringements on their autonomy and questioned the true intentions behind the alliance. Captain Ilara Jansen and High Commander Xeller were faced with the delicate task of addressing these concerns and maintaining the fragile unity of their partnership. The meeting was held in the main conference room of Mara Victrix, where representatives from both sides gathered to discuss the escalating situation. Ilara opened the meeting, her voice calm and authoritative. "Thank you all for coming. We are aware of the unrest among the Martian colonies and understand the concerns that have been raised. It is crucial that we address these issues openly and work towards a resolution." Zaylor added, "We value our alliance with humanity and wish to ensure that our presence on Mars is beneficial for both parties. It is important that we address any misunderstandings and work towards a solution that maintains the integrity of our partnership." The room was filled with murmurs of agreement and concern. The colony leaders, led by Governor Maria Reyes, voiced their apprehensions. "Our people are worried about the implications of the alliance. We fear that the Turn might seek to exert control over our colonies or that we might lose our independence." Ilara responded with empathy. "Your concerns are valid, and we are committed to ensuring that the alliance respects the autonomy of the Martian colonies. Our goal is to foster mutual benefit and cooperation, not to undermine your authority." Zaylor stepped forward, his demeanor serious. "We have no intention of interfering with your governance. The Turn are here to support and collaborate, not to impose our will. We are prepared to address any specific concerns you have and find ways to alleviate your doubts." The discussion continued, with both sides presenting their perspectives and working towards common ground. It became evident that the unrest was fueled by a combination of misunderstandings and fear of the unknown. The Turn's unfamiliarity and the recent pirate incident had contributed to the growing tension among the colonies. As the meeting progressed, Ilara and Zaylor proposed several measures to address the concerns. They suggested establishing a joint oversight committee comprising representatives from both the human colonies and the Turn. This committee would be responsible for monitoring the implementation of the Alliance's agreements and ensuring transparency in their interactions. "We also propose a series of community outreach programs," Ilara suggested. "These programs will help bridge the gap between our peoples and provide a platform for open dialogue and collaboration." Governor Reyes, though still cautious, acknowledged the proposals. "These measures are a step in the right direction. However, we need to see genuine actions and a commitment to addressing our concerns." Zaylor nodded in agreement. "We are committed to making this alliance work and ensuring that both sides benefit from our cooperation. We will take immediate steps to implement these measures and address the concerns raised." The meeting concluded with a renewed sense of purpose and a commitment to resolving the issues. Both the human and Turn delegations agreed to work together to rebuild trust and strengthen their partnership. As the days passed, the Joint Oversight Committee was established, and the community outreach programs were launched. The efforts to address the concerns of the Martian colonies began to show positive results. The colonies started to see the tangible benefits of the alliance, and the initial fears began to subside. Ilara and Zaylor continued to work closely, their mutual respect growing as they navigated the challenges of their partnership. The alliance had weathered its first major test, and both sides were determined to ensure its success. As they stood together on the observation deck overlooking the Martian landscape, Zaylor reflected on the journey so far. "Our alliance has faced significant challenges, but we have overcome them together. This is a testament to the strength of our partnership." Ilara agreed, her gaze fixed on the red planet. "We have proven that we can work together effectively, even in the face of adversity. Our commitment to each other will guide us as we continue to build a stronger future." With renewed determination, the Human-Turn Alliance continued to move forward, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead and solidify their partnership for the long term. The unexpected ally. As the Human-Turn Alliance settled into its new routine, the partnership faced yet another test, though this one came from an unexpected source. The tensions that had previously threatened the stability of the alliance had largely dissipated, thanks to the Joint Oversight Committee and outreach programs. However, an unexpected twist emerged that would further challenge their collaboration. One evening, as Captain Ilara Jansen reviewed intelligence reports in her office, an urgent message arrived. A distress signal had been intercepted from an uncharted region of space. The signal originated from a vessel that appeared to be in dire trouble, and it carried a cryptic message indicating that the crew was seeking help. The message read, "We are under attack. Assistance needed. Coordinates: Sector 12B." Ilara immediately contacted High Commander Salar, who was in a strategy meeting with his staff. The two leaders quickly convened to discuss the situation. The coordinates pointed to a remote sector, far from any known space traffic routes or settlements. "This signal could be a trap," Salar said, his tone cautious. "But it could also be a genuine plea for help. We need to assess the situation carefully." Ilara agreed. "We should send a rescue team to investigate. If the signal is genuine, we may be able to offer assistance and gain valuable allies in the process." A rescue mission was swiftly organized, comprising both human and Turn personnel. The team, equipped with state-of-the-art technology and a range of specialized skills, set out to the coordinates provided in the distress signal. The journey to Sector 12B took several hours, and the team remained on high alert. As they approached the coordinates, the team encountered the distressed vessel. It was a small, battered craft, clearly in need of repair. The crew appeared to be a diverse group of beings, not entirely human or Turn, and their technology was unfamiliar to both factions. The rescue team boarded the vessel and discovered that the crew was a group of interstellar explorers who had become stranded after a series of attacks by unknown assailants. The explorers, led by Captain Zara Voss, were grateful for the rescue, but were wary of their saviors. "We appreciate your assistance," Captain Voss said, her voice filled with relief. "We were on a mission to chart uncharted territories when we came under attack. Our vessel sustained heavy damage, and we had no means of defending ourselves." Ilara and Salar listened intently as Captain Voss explained their predicament. The explorers had been targeted by a hostile faction known as the Gorthan, a group with a reputation for piracy and aggression. The Gorthan had been expanding their territory aggressively, and the explorers had inadvertently found themselves in their path. "We have valuable information about the Gorthan's operations and plans," Voss continued. "If you can assist us in repairing our vessel, we can share this intelligence with you. It could be crucial in preparing for any potential conflicts." Ilara and Salar agreed to help the explorers, recognizing the potential benefits of their cooperation. The rescue team provided repairs and resources to the damaged vessel, and the explorers were integrated into the human Turn base for further assistance. As the repairs were completed, Captain Voss and her crew shared their intelligence with the Alliance. The information revealed the Gorthan's plans to launch a coordinated attack on several strategic locations, including Mars. The intelligence was detailed and comprehensive, offering insights into the Gorthan's tactics and capabilities. "This information is invaluable," Salar said, his tone grave. "We must act quickly to counter this threat and protect our assets." Ilara nodded in agreement. "We need to prepare for the possibility of a Gorthan attack and strengthen our defenses. Our alliance will play a crucial role in this effort." With the newfound intelligence, the Human Turn Alliance began preparations to defend against the Gorthan threat. The exploration team's information was used to bolster the base's defenses and develop strategies to counter the anticipated attacks. The unexpected ally had proven to be a crucial asset, and the Alliance's response to the Gorthan threat showcased their ability to adapt and collaborate effectively. The cooperation between humans, Turn, and the interstellar explorers strengthened their position and prepared them for the challenges ahead. As the base's defenses were fortified and strategies were developed, Ilara and Salar stood together on the observation deck once more. The red planet was now a symbol of their resilience and unity. "We have faced numerous challenges together," Salar said, his voice filled with determination. "And with the help of unexpected allies, we are stronger than ever." Ilara agreed, her gaze fixed on the horizon. "Our partnership has proven its worth time and again. As we prepare for the threats ahead, we'll continue to rely on our strength and unity." The Alliance, now bolstered by new allies and strengthened by their shared experiences, faced the future with renewed confidence. The journey was far from over, but their commitment to each other remained unwavering as they prepared for the battles yet to come. The Gathering Storm. As the Human-Turn Alliance strengthened its defenses and prepared for the potential threat from the Gorthan, an uneasy calm settled over the base. The intelligence provided by Captain Zara Voss and her crew had proven invaluable, but the true test lay in the implementation of their new strategies and preparations. The Gorthan, known for their unpredictable and ruthless tactics, had not yet launched their anticipated assault, but the Alliance was not taking any chances. The joint military exercises between human and Turn forces intensified, focusing on coordinated defense strategies and rapid response drills. Every resource and personnel was mobilized to ensure readiness for any potential conflict. One evening, as the base was bustling with activity, a series of alerts interrupted the routine. Long-range sensors detected multiple incoming ships approaching Mars at high speed. The ships' signatures matched those of the Gorthan, confirming the worst fears of the Alliance. Captain Ilara Jansen and High Commander Xaler were immediately summoned to the command center. The room was filled with the hum of activity as personnel worked to assess the situation and prepare for the imminent threat. "We've got multiple Gorthan vessels inbound," Ilara said, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "They're moving quickly and will reach Mars within hours." Sailor reviewed the data, his expression serious. "Our defenses must be at peak efficiency. We need to deploy our forces and ensure that every possible defensive measure is in place." The Alliance quickly put their plans into action. Human and Turn forces worked in unison, deploying defensive platforms, activating shield generators, and preparing spacecraft for battle. The base's automated defense systems were calibrated for maximum effectiveness, and personnel were stationed at key defensive positions. Meanwhile, Captain Zara Voss and her crew provided additional support, sharing their first-hand knowledge of Gorthan tactics and technology. Their insights helped refine the Alliance's defensive strategies and adapt to the specific threats posed by the Gorthan. As the Gorthan fleet approached, the tension among the base's personnel was palpable. The Alliance's combined forces prepared for the engagement, knowing that the outcome would determine the future of their partnership and the security of Mars. The battle began as the Gorthan vessels entered the outer perimeter of the base's defenses. The Gorthan ships, sleek and menacing, unleashed a barrage of energy weapons and missiles. The base's defense systems sprang into action, intercepting the incoming fire and retaliating with precision. The engagement was intense, with both sides exchanging heavy fire. The Gorthan's aggressive tactics and advanced technology tested the Alliance's defenses, but the joint forces held their ground. Human and Turn spacecraft launched counterattacks, targeting the Gorthan vessels and disrupting their offensive. Amidst the chaos, the Alliance's coordination proved crucial. Human pilots and Turn gunners worked seamlessly together, their combined expertise creating a formidable defense. The base's shield generators absorbed much of the incoming fire, while defensive platforms and missile brigades targeted the Gorthan ships with pinpoint accuracy. As the battle raged on, it became clear that the Gorthan were not prepared for the level of resistance they encountered. The Alliance's defenses and strategies, bolstered by the intelligence provided by Captain Voss and her crew, proved effective in repelling the Gorthan assault. After hours of fierce fighting, the Gorthan fleet began to retreat. Their vessels, heavily damaged and unable to sustain their offensive, withdrew from the area. The base's defenses had held, and the Alliance had successfully repelled the attack. In the aftermath of the battle, the command center was a scene of controlled chaos. Personnel conducted damage assessments, attended to wounded, and began the process of repairing and restoring the base. The victory was hard-earned, but it was a testament to the strength and effectiveness of the Human-Turn partnership. Captain Ilara Jansen and High Commander Xaler stood together on the observation deck, surveying the aftermath of the battle. The Martian landscape, once again quiet, bore the scars of the conflict. "We faced a significant threat and emerged victorious," Ilara said, her voice filled with relief and pride. Our alliance has proven its strength and resilience. Zaylor nodded, his expression resolute. Indeed, the battle has demonstrated our ability to withstand adversity and defend our interests. We must continue to build on this success and remain vigilant against future threats. The Alliance's victory over the Gorthan was a significant milestone in their partnership. It reinforced the value of their collaboration and the importance of their combined efforts. As they looked to the future, Ilara and Salar remained committed to strengthening their alliance and ensuring the security of Mars and beyond. A new era. In the wake of their hard-fought victory against the Gorthan, the Human-Turn Alliance faced a pivotal moment. The battle had demonstrated their strength and unity, but it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in their partnership. With the immediate threat of the Gorthans subdued, both sides turned their attention to rebuilding, consolidating their gains, and preparing for the future. The aftermath of the battle saw a flurry of activity at the base. Repair teams worked around the clock to restore the damaged facilities and equipment. The combined forces of humans and Turn coordinated their efforts, ensuring that every aspect of the base was brought back to full operational status. Captain Ilara Jansen and High Commander Xalar met regularly to discuss the next steps in their partnership. The victory against the Gorthan had not only strengthened their alliance, but had also highlighted the potential for further collaboration and mutual growth. One evening, as the base's command center buzzed with activity, Ilara and Salar gathered with key personnel to outline their vision for the future. The meeting was attended by representatives from both sides, including Captain Zora Voss and her crew, who had become integral members of the Alliance. Ilara opened the meeting, her tone confident. Our recent victory has shown us what we can achieve when we work together. But this is just the beginning. We have the opportunity to shape a new era of cooperation and progress. Zaylor added, we must build on our success and continue to strengthen our alliance. Our goal is to establish a lasting partnership that benefits both our peoples and enhances our collective capabilities. The meeting focused on several key initiatives. First and foremost was the need to solidify their joint defense strategies and ensure that both human and Turn forces were fully integrated and prepared for any future threats. The recent battle had revealed areas for improvement, and the Alliance was committed to addressing these issues. Another major focus was the expansion of their cooperative efforts beyond military matters. The Alliance recognized the potential for collaboration in areas such as scientific research, technological development, and cultural exchange. By leveraging their combined strengths, they could drive innovation and foster a deeper understanding between their species. Captain Zora Voss, who had been a valuable asset during the conflict, suggested the creation of an interspecies research and development program. We have seen firsthand the benefits of our collaboration. An R&D program could accelerate our technological advancements and lead to new discoveries that benefit both our peoples. The idea was met with enthusiasm, and plans were set in motion to establish the program. The Alliance also discussed the establishment of a cultural exchange initiative to promote mutual understanding and build stronger relationships between their societies. As the discussions progressed, the Alliance's leaders emphasized the importance of continued vigilance and adaptability. The recent conflict had shown that their partnership was strong, but the galaxy was a dynamic and unpredictable place. They needed to remain agile and responsive to emerging threats and opportunities. In the days following the meeting, the base began implementing the new initiatives. Joint defense drills were conducted to refine their strategies and improve coordination. The R&D program was launched, with teams of scientists and engineers from both sides working together on innovative projects. The Cultural Exchange Initiative began with a series of events and programs designed to foster understanding and cooperation. The Alliance's efforts were met with positive responses from both human and Turn communities. The cooperation and mutual respect that had developed during the conflict were now being extended into other areas of their partnership. The foundation for a new era of collaboration was being laid. As Captain Ilara Jansen and High Commander Xalar stood together on the observation deck overlooking Mars, they reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. The Red Planet, once a symbol of potential conflict, had become a beacon of unity and shared purpose. "Our alliance has come a long way," Ilara said, her voice filled with optimism. "We've faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and emerged stronger than ever." Zaylor nodded, his expression resolute. "The future is bright for our partnership. We have the opportunity to build something truly remarkable and pave the way for a new era of cooperation." With their shared vision and commitment, the Human-Turn Alliance continued to move forward. The challenges they had faced had only strengthened their resolve and deepened their bond. As they looked to the future, they were united in their determination to create a lasting legacy of collaboration and progress. The story of their alliance was one of resilience, innovation, and mutual respect, a testament to the strength of cooperation and the possibilities that arise when diverse beings work together towards a common goal. The journey was ongoing, but the foundation for a new era had been firmly established.